Hi! Welcome back to my channel. I've been wanting to do a video like this for a long time. I always get excited whenever I watch other people do their TBR related reads just to see what other people are interested in, what they like to read. For the month of February, I want to read one book from each genre that I have selected. I'm going to do 4 genres. I want to do fantasy, romance, literary fiction, and thriller. Each genre, there's 5 books that I have listed that I want to read. And then when I grab this jar, I'm going to pick one folded up piece of paper, and that's going to be the one that I read for the month of February. I don't know which one is which. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think this is my thriller one. I kind of just plop them all into this jar. I'm going to do each genre at a time. So I will be reading 4 books, but also the one book that I really want to read, and that's like a mandatory read for me, is Wuthering Heights. I bought this specifically for the Wuthering Heights movie that's going to be coming out for Valentine's Day or around Valentine's Day. So I need to read this. This is like my #1 priority, and then the rest will follow. I'm just so excited. This month of January, I've read 6 books. So that's like really good for me because at best last year I was just happy if I read 1 a month. So I'm really excited, and I'm kind of like trying to get this ball rolling again for this year, and I like the momentum that I'm going, so I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. So I think 5 books is reasonable. Specifically for romance, I have it only as contemporary romance. I'm trying to do a palette cleanser. No dark romance for the month of February, which is funny because the first time that I ever read dark romance was like 2 years ago, and I only read dark romance for February. We are not doing that again this year. In my thriller books to read that I wanted to read for February, the first one I have listed is The Perfect Marriage. The second one is The Silent Patient. The third is Housemaid's Secrets. 4th is Pretty Girls. And then the 5th is Then She Was Gone. These are all ones that I have and want to read. I either have them on my Kindle Unlimited or physical book. The only one that I don't want to pick is The Handmaid's Secret because I read The Housemaid at the end of December and I didn't really like it. I mean, I would still recommend it. I think I gave it 3 stars, like a flat 3 stars. And then I went to go see the movie. After watching the movie, it's like I should have rated the book 4.5 stars because the book is way better than the movie. So I'm not really excited if I pick the second Housemaid, but I don't have that many thriller books that excite me, so I just decided to put it on the list. So let's see which one I decide for the thriller for this February. The Silent Patient, which is funny because it's not actually my copy, it's my friend's copy. I will be reading The Silent Patient by Alex. I don't know much about this book. I'm pretty sure my friend got this at Goodwill. I feel like he said that. I've had this on my shelf for maybe about 1.5 years. He hasn't asked for it back because he's already read it, but I am kind of sad I won't be able to highlight things. But I actually don't really highlight things when it comes to thrillers, so this could be a good thing. The only time that I highlight things in thrillers is things for me to go back on and be like, did this really happen? I think this could happen in the future. So I'm excited. I've been wanting to read this for a while. Okay, so that's the thriller. So we're gonna dump my other thrillers out. I put in, what did I put in? Literary fiction. Okay. So my literary fiction options are The Secret History, The Nightingale, All the Light We Cannot See, Beartown, and The Wedding People. The only one that I don't own a copy of is The Wedding People, but I'm pretty sure that it's on Kindle Unlimited. I have my Wuthering Heights, my Silent Patient one. I'll put the books together over here. I'm nervous. Literary fiction. This is like the first time that I'm doing this because usually I'm like a mood reader. So having like a set goal for books, not just that, but also choosing books ahead of time is crazy for me to do. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I chose the literary fiction tab that I had put in there. Choose an actual book. The Secret History! Okay, I just bought this book. I don't know anything about this book. I like going into things blind. The only thing that I know is people list this as a dark academia read. So I'm excited for that. I feel like I would vibe heavily with dark academia for sure. Oh, another book that I'm like currently reading is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I've been reading this slowly. I've been listening to it on Spotify, reading it on my Kindle, and reading the physical copy for like underlining and highlighting things. I'm taking my sweet time with this. I'm not even halfway. Whenever I do pick up this book, I'm loving it. I think it's so good. I'm taking my time, but I really enjoy this book. Okay, well, this is exciting. My next genre that I'm gonna do is contemporary romance. Like I said, I'm only doing contemporary romance just because I need a palate cleanser with dark romance. The 4 out of the 6 books that I read were dark romance, and then I read a lot of dark romance in December, so I think I need a break from that. But let's see. Oh, I need to tell you what my options are. Alright, so my options in romance are Binding 13, Wild Eyes, Check and Mate, The Right Move, and Conditions of the Will. The one that I'm kind of concerned about, well, there's 2 that I'm concerned about. The first one is Wild Eyes. That's the second book in the Rose Hill series by Elsie Silver. I read the first book in that series and I didn't really enjoy it. I think it was Wild Love. I was not a big fan of that one, so I'm a little scared. I have heard that Wild Eyes is better than Wild Love. I'm not really in a contemporary romance mood, so it was kind of hard to choose, even though I have so many contemporary romance. I was gonna put Addicted to You as one of the options. Maybe I should have done that. I don't know, there's always next month. And then the other one that I'm worried about is The Right Mood by Liz Tomforde, or Tomfordy. I've heard her last name pronounced both ways, so I don't really know. That is another one that I'm worried about just because I didn't like Mile High. I didn't really enjoy that, but I hear again that the second one is better than the first book in the series, so I'm gonna give it a chance. I think that's the only one that I don't have a physical copy for. Let's do this and figure out which contemporary romance book I will be reading in February. Check and Mate. I don't really know how I feel about that. I kid you not. The other 2 books that I read in January were from Allie Hazelwood. That was Mate and Deep End. So I guess it's fitting to read another book from her in February. It's her only YA book that I believe, so if I had to read a contemporary romance, I'm actually excited that it will be plot driven and not so much like smutty things. The one that I am most excited for genre wise is fantasy. I've been wanting to click into my fantasy era. I guess I want to lock in for that, and I have some really good options. Like, no matter which one I choose, I'm going to be excited for, but the ones that I don't choose, I'm going to be disappointed that I wouldn't have picked them. So maybe I'll do like a fantasy only month for March, because there's so many books, like I said, that I want to read. The 5 fantasy books that I have listed in my fantasy genre, which is the last genre for this month: Red Rising, Alchemized, Direbound, The Jasad Heir, and The Night and the Moth. All of them are so good. The one that I am most scared about is Alchemized because of how thick it is. This is hefty. Yeah, so you know what, we're not going to talk about it. You know, if it gets picked, then it gets picked and we'll move on. I feel like any option could be so good, so I'm going to put them in the jar and I'm going to choose which one for fantasy I will be reading in February. The Jasad Heir. Okay! I'm really excited. I actually really like that I'm going into all of these books completely blind. I think the most recent books that I have bought, I hear good reviews about them, and when they start to go into a summary about it, I scroll past it. But if there's like a general consensus of like, this is a great book, then I'm gonna buy it. Majority of the books that I've bought recently, I don't know anything about the plot, and I like that. I like going in blind. The only thing that I know is this is like an Egyptian fantasy, which is something that I've never read before. I like how every one of these books is like out of my comfort zone, or from an author that I haven't read from except for Allie Hazelwood. This is so exciting. So I'm going to be reading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books this month, which is what I read for January, and they're not super long. This is really exciting. I don't know which one I think because I'm so excited, like I'm starved from not reading fantasy. I think that my first read will be The Jasad Heir, but I'm not sure because this is a part of a duology. And what if it ends off on a cliffhanger and then I have to go buy this second book in the duology and then I want to read that and then I push these aside? All the rest of these are standalone. So maybe, oh god, first world problems. Am I right? Choosing a book, like what book I'd read next? Jeez Louise, Hannah. I think I'm gonna choose The Secret History by Donna Tartt. This is a book that I hear such great things about, so I am excited. All of these I've heard great things about. That's my TBR for February. I don't think I've like been so locked in before in like a while when it comes to books, because like I said, I don't usually plan ahead of books that I'm going to be reading. I don't think I've done that since I did my dark romance thing and I chose dark romance book ahead of time, but other than that, it's usually the vibes and the vibes I feel in the moment. So this is really exciting. I'm like, count how many times I say excited for this video, but I truly am so excited. Like I said, all of these books are out of my comfort zone and all from different authors that I've been wanting to read for a while now, and I finally get the opportunity to. So I need to do more of these videos where I push myself out of my comfort zone to read more from different authors, and I'm excited. If you've read any of these books before, let me know your thoughts down below. I'm interested to know if you like them or if you didn't like them. I think what would be fun, because I said in my video that I made prior that I want to do more reading vlogs, but I never remember to video record. I get so caught up in the story, or like I read at night and through the night sometimes. So I don't know if I want to video record that, but I need to be better on like during the day, reading during the day, or while I'm working, listening to an audiobook, because that's what I do sometimes with The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I could be doing that, and I could be filming a reading vlog if I remember. But if you like this video, please like and subscribe for more videos to come. If you want to follow me on any other social media platforms, I will have them linked down below in the description. Until next time, happy reading. Bye!